now I can move on to him insulting them. Matthew starts out by him saying, "You hypocrites." Then, "Well did Isaiah prophesy of you." Mark goes right into, "Well has Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites." I think I want to start out with the insult. That way there's a clear distinction between him giving the defense and explaining and now calling them out. And that is best done by just going right into, "You hypocrites." Well did Isaiah prophesy of you. So this prophesy of you before hypocrites in Mark is still there in Matthew, so the you is only Matthew. Hypocrites is both. You are both hypocrites. Well did Isaiah prophesy of you. Well has Isaiah prophesied of you. Well has or well did? Well did Isaiah prophesy, or well has Isaiah prophesied, past? Isaiah has prophesied, or Isaiah did prophesy? I'll put has prophesied. So that's Mark. Has Isaiah is both. And I'll just say prophesied is from Mark as well, because it's just different enough that I won't say they're the same word. Of you hypocrites. Of you. Okay, of you is both. I already said hypocrites. Of you. Matthew continues saying, "This people draw near to me." Mark has, "As it is written, this people honor me with their lips." Or draw near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips. So Matthew has that extra, draw near to me with their mouth. So should I put saying or as it is written? Or saying as it is written? Saying as it is written, this people, as it is written. No, saying should come first, if it comes at all. And I think I want to. So, saying, and then Mark, as it is written. Because Isaiah is saying it as it's written in the scroll of Isaiah. Now the quote. But still, Matthew begins, "This people draws near to me with their mouth." This people, I think I have to put that both. This people. And then honors me and honor me. So this people is both. This people. Matthew only, draw near to me with their mouth. And also the word and. Now honor me with their lips. They draw near and honor. So I can't put honors. It'll just have to be honor. And I will say that's from both. I'm leaving out the S. But the word is still there, just without the word. Honor me with. There is an italics for both. Huh. Lips. But their heart is far from me. But their heart is far from me. Yeah, the same. But their heart is far from me. Mark continues, however, in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. Matthew has, but in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So, but in vain, or however in vain. The last verse just began with, but their heart is far from me, so I don't want to have another, but in vain they do worship me. In fact, having however doesn't seem to be necessary either. It should go right into, in vain they do worship me. Because he just said, these people draw near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Then it should go right into, in vain do they worship me. But just because I like it that way, it doesn't mean I'm going to change it. I do prefer, however, more than another but, so I will go with that. Mark. However, in vain do they worship me. In vain they do worship me. Do they or they do? I'll put do they. In vain do they worship me. Yeah, that sounds more modern. That's the order of Mark. Matthew will be different explained in the addresses, but otherwise they're the same. All the words are there. Matthew continues, teaching, 4 is in italics, doctrines, the commandments of men. Mark, teaching 4, also italics, doctrines, the commandments of men. So the rest are the same. Teaching 4, doctrines, the commandments of men. And that's the end in Matthew. It says, and he called to the multitude, saying to them, hear and understand, not that which goes into the mouth defiles a man, but that which comes out of the mouth and defiles a man. Mark has another verse. For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things do you. It's weird that Mark repeats that, because he just said that earlier. And many such like things do you. And then he repeats it again here. And many other such like things do you. And they're both Mark. They're both right there. I'll just keep them both then. So this last verse is all Mark. 4, laying aside commandment of God, you hold tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups and many other such like